Hello YouTube, this is Alpha Penguin Soldier coming at you, and today I thought I would do my Madolche deck profile. Kind of came out of the blue. I saw that they announced the Madolche Link monster. I got really excited when I saw that, and then I was kind of disappointed, but then I'm like, you know what? I gotta take it for what it is. Madolche's got some more support. Taking it. Gonna try to figure out a build, but I mean, in the meantime, I got some extra cards so I could update the deck from what it was, because I haven't touched it in a while. So I figured I'd update with what I could and what I had. So here's the deck profile. I'm just gonna get right into it. For the monsters, 3 Angeli. If you don't know what she does, tribute it. And then you special summon a Madolche from your deck. Super good. Everybody likes it. 3 Madolche. Just summon, add a Madolche monster from deck to hand. It's always good. I run 3 Hoot Cake. I know some people like 2. Never seen 1, but I've tried 2, and there's a lot more opportunities for 3 for me. And if not, I'll just side it out. Then 3 Mew Fuel. I've seen so many different numbers on this. 1, 2, 3. People argue about it, this and that. I don't really care. My personal preference on this card is 3. That's what I like it at. You summon him, you special summon one from your hand. I don't mind seeing him usually. So he is good in my book at 3. And for the last 3 Madolche monsters, we do 2 Madolche Messengelado and 1 Crefissant. I don't like Messengelado at 3. I don't think anybody does. Don't run him at 3. Don't run him at 1 either. You don't see him enough. Or, there's a lot more opportunities to use him at 2 with the Hoop Cake or, whatever you do. 1's not good, 3's not great. I run the Crefissant just because you can change his level. You bounce a Madolche card to your hand. He gains a level and 300 attack. Fine and dandy. What I like to do, once he's out, bounce the Chateau, replay the Chateau if I have some dead Madolche cards in the graveyard. Get him back to deck, or, yeah, back to deck, sometimes trigger ticket. Depends on the situation. It's just kind of in there. I like him. Last 3, Veiler, Ogre, and Maxi. I'm not going to shell out money for Ash. That's not going to happen. So, Maxi is always good. Ghost Ogre is good. I'd probably drop the Veiler for Ghost Ogre, but I don't have another one. I don't feel like shelling out $10 for another one right now. So, it's going to be Veiler. That is it for the monster lineup. On to the spells. We have 2 Chateau and 1 Ticket. That's what I like it at. Other people have different numbers. I've seen 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 1 and 1. I did try the 1 and 1. I know a lot of the time I played the stack 2 and 2 has worked out pretty well for me. I might end up going back to 2 and 2, but for right now, I am doing 2 and 1, and it's working pretty alright for me. And for the next 3 cards, 2 Cosmic Cyclone and 1 Galaxy Cyclone. I don't do 3 Cosmic just because I like to get a little extra use out of this card. Target 1, set spell or trap, destroy it. And then during the main phase, except the turn it was sent, you can banish it and then target another one. Do it, get two uses out of it. And then if I hit, a pendulum or whatever, that's always good. Nothing else to it. And I do run 2 double summon, and I'm trying out the Arrival Rivals online. It's kind of interesting. If you don't know what it does, during the battle phase, immediately after this card effect resolves, normal summon 1 monster. You can only activate 1 Rival Arrivals per turn. I'm testing it out, get some extra summons in there, see how it works. It's not too bad. I like it. It's a quick play. Just giving it a test, seeing how it is. It might work out, it might not. We'll see. We'll see in the future when I'm sure I'll do another deck profile on this once I get more cards, update it a bit. It'll be all fine and dandy. And for the last two, I have Dark Hole and Forbidden Lance. It's Dark Hole. I still kind of like it. I don't have any extra Regekis, otherwise I'd play that. Because usually if anytime I've ever played this anywhere, my wife will go with me and play Tellers, and that's where my Regeki is, so it is all good. Forbidden Lance, honestly, I think I forgot to take it out, but I have run Lance in this build for a long time. Or I mean in this deck. I've always liked it. It makes, the no target, or they're attacking you, hit them with it, and kind of sucks to be them sometimes. Makes it so your monsters are a little bigger. I'll probably end up dropping that for like another Rivals or a Double Summoner. Something, we'll see. And that's honestly it for the spells, actually. So, awesome. And for the traps, I have 2 Solemn Strike and 1 Solemn Warning. Always for the warning. The strikes are always good. I'm glad that they got reprinted in a super rare and made it more accessible for people to get. I didn't want to pay $30 for a card each. Especially when there's going to be reprints and all that fun stuff. And I do 2 recall, just in case you don't know. Activate it. It's a counter trap. When your opponent's monster activates an effect, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. Your opponent draws a card. The drawing card's not too great, but when there's a lot of key cards that need to activate, it's nice to hit that. That is always good. I do 1 Mirror Force and 1 Storming Mirror Force. I still like running the battle traps. I think I've said that in some of my other videos. It's really good against the rogue decks. It's really good against just kind of people who don't expect it. I don't do 2 Storming just because sometimes there's opportunities. If you draw the Mirror Force, sometimes it's a little better to destroy instead of making everything go to their hand, and then they just replay it next turn. So that's the reason I run the single Mirror Force. Everything else is a 1-of. I have 1 Dimensional in here still. Once again, Battle Trap. They kind of don't expect it. It throws people off on Dueling Book. Sometimes I've gotten some people to quit. Kind of funny. Bottomless Trap Hole, and then Torrential. Torrential, I've had it to where people don't expect it anymore. So when you flip it on them, they're not too happy. A lot of people don't really expect it anymore. Breakthrough Skill. Probably going to cut that for something. I don't know what yet, though. It's alright. It's alright in my book. I do run 1 Trap Stun. I'll probably take that out just because traps aren't really run anymore. I left it in. I didn't have a better card to throw in there for the time. But I'll probably swap that out for something else. And for my last card, I do have a Threatening Roar. I've had it to where it just extends my time a little bit. It's really helpful. Can stop OTKs sometimes. It's pretty good. I enjoy it just for the sheer fact of extending a turn, and once again, kind of keeps you alive. You need that in the slower decks. And that's it for the traps. I think it's like 41 or 42 cards. I don't really know. I don't always end up at 40. But, that's okay with me. And on to the extra deck. I have 2 Mysis Radiant. When the Link monster comes out, I'll probably do 2 and 2, or I don't know. I still have to test out what ratio I like, but until then, I mean that's kind of all I want to run is the Mysis. Those are the only Link monsters I run, just because there's not a whole lot else I want to run. I do run 2 Tiramisu. In case you don't know what she does, you detach, and you can target up to 2 Madolches. Shuffle those into the deck, then shuffle cards your opponent controls into the deck up to the number of Madolche cards returned. It'll combo with the ticket, Chateau, get it to your hand, get a card out, special summon it, all that fun stuff. Assuming you have that out. It doesn't target, so I really like that. It was kind of ahead of its time a bit on the whole not targeting thing. It was pretty nice. Oh, it's a good card. I don't have the Pudding Sass. I never got around to picking that up. I probably should pick up one, the Choco a la mode or whatever the heck it is. I might pick that up later just for a little extra damage. Or whatever it's used for. I don't really know what it's used for, but that's okay. I'm playing this deck the way I want to. I have 1 Zen mains. He's kind of meh. 2 Leviair, assuming you can get to him to extend your plays. I'll probably cut him. I don't know. We'll see. We have 1 Utopia and 1 C39 Utopia Ray. I need to cut those, but I was grabbing rank 4s. Just because you never know what you're going to go into. Don't really use Utopia Ray. I think I forgot the other Utopia, but that is A-okay. Yeah, I did. Oh, well. I have 1 Karagorgon, the Illuminescent Knight. A Castel, a 101, a Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. Gagaga Cowboy, and Abyss Dweller. I know there's a lot I need to work on the extra deck, but it's what I have. It's just what I have in person. So I'll have to fix it up, work on it. I know it needs work, but I'll get to it when I can get it all updated. Is this my? I do have a side deck for it. I mean, obviously, you're not going to go to like a regional event with it, or you can. Be pretty fun. Throw some people off a little bit, maybe. It's more for a local or game with friends, casual games. I wouldn't take it to a regional. I did throw an Effect Wheeler in here. I think just because I put the Ghost Ogre in the main and, might need another Effect Wheeler. I don't really know. That's okay with me. A Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, just because, I don't know, they tend to be main, dominant decks. I mean, I guess Spiral's the deck to beat in the format, but you never know what you're going to come across. I like them. They're pretty neat. 2 Dark Bribe. There's a lot of key cards you want to stop. I mean, Evenly Matched is a card. Good to stop that. A lot of key cards that help deck search. Negating those isn't too bad. I mean, if you stop a key combo card from going off and they just draw a card, I mean, that's fine with me. I've never seen a problem with it. 1 Grand Horn of Heaven, just for more negating summons. Once again, they draw another card, but that's okay. I do have 1 Penguin Soldier in here. Always gotta have the Penguin Soldier, We have 1 Prohibition. Just call out a card, stop it. It's all good. It's a good card. Book of Eclipse. Another pretty decent card. Spell Shattering Arrow for the for pendulums or whatever deck that they're playing. I don't know. Kind of depends. Forbidden Chalice, negate effect. Sometimes you can stop a key monster effect. It's really nice. Creature swap's always kind of fun, especially if you have a Mew Fuel and you can't get rid of it. Just creature swap them. Funniest shit ever. Huge Revolution is over. You never know if somebody else is running a Torrential or some card that clears more than 2. It's when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated that destroys 2 or more cards on the field, negate it, and banish it. You never know what you're going to run into, so that's okay. Memory of an Adversary, always. And then Liberty at last. When a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target 2 face-up monsters on the field, shuffle those targets into the deck. I kind of like it. You have that set, and they destroy you like Mageline or something. It's kind of funny because you go 1 turn Mageline, shuffle 2, and then you can flip that when they destroy it. It's I mean, I guess it's a little more limited since it's destroyed by battle. It used to happen a lot more. I think what I've done is crashed into something and then done it. Shuffle more cards. I like it. It's a fun card. Anyway, that's the side deck. That is the deck profile. I know not everybody's gonna like it. I don't run the Brilliant Engine. I don't really have the money to shell out for that. Anytime I have, I just kind of left it alone. I was like, I don't need it, but that's okay with me. I'm gonna try to find a different build online, see what I can figure out, especially with this new Link monster. I hope you guys like the video. I need feedback, so comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Anything you want. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.